starting with NotebookLM, which we are going to use for doing literature review. Now, as you can see in this infographic, the left-hand side is the past. This is what we have actually done. Many of us have completed PhD, some of you have completed MTech, and many of you are maybe the students of pre-final year. So as part of research, we have to go through many different documents. The documents can be research paper, it can be a blog, it can be a website, or it can be a YouTube video also. So in past, we have to do these things manually. We need to go and read each and every paper. And almost every paper, which is an implementation paper, maybe of 6 page or 7 page. So it was a very tedious task, but we enjoyed. As a researchers, we used to read a lot of papers, lot of books to gain knowledge, to understand our research topic. But now, with help of AI, we can do the same thing, but in a very short span of time. Now, what we used to do in a month time, I think we can do within today's session itself. So that's basically a big shift in terms of literature review. With help of AI, we can do a lot of things which we used to do manually. Earlier, we used to read papers and we used to write down the notes regarding the paper either in Google Doc, or we may used to write it on using pen and paper. But now we can do these things automatically by using AI. We can quickly summarize all the articles which are there in terms of our research resource. We can compare multiple studies. Earlier, we used to read one paper, then we used to read another paper, then another paper. Then it was very difficult to compare this between the papers, right? We need to do it manually. But now, with help of AI, we can do a direct comparison between multiple research papers. Earlier, we used to write manual notes. Now we can do it using AI, and we can store it digitally. Extracting keywords and concepts. Whenever we are doing any literature review, we want to find out what are the keywords and the concepts basically present in all those existing research papers. We used to read each and every abstract, introduction, and literature review sections, and then we used to write down the keywords and the concept. Now, all these things can be done automatically by using AI. Detecting patterns. I'm from computer department, so in terms of patterns, I can talk about various machine learning algorithms which I will identify in various research papers related to, suppose, fake news detection. So like this, for different domains, there will be different patterns, and that is a very tedious task to detect patterns in research paper. But now we can do this automatically by using AI. Also, contradictions are very important, because when we do a literature review, we find out that researcher one is saying that machine learning models are good, and researcher two is saying that deep learning models are good. So we need to find out what is the contradiction between them, who is actually saying the truth, and that also can be done by using AI. And the most important point, whenever we do a literature review, our objective is to find out the research gaps, to find out new research questions, right? Same thing now we can do easily by using AI. Now, for doing literature review, actually there are many different tools available. NotebookLM is one of the tool which is provided by Google. So we can do all of the things which we used to do manually in NotebookLM. Of course, like NotebookLM, there are many other tools available, but NotebookLM, which is something easy to use, available directly using our Gmail ID. As such, there is no plans we need to buy. Okay, so we can easily summarize the papers. We can answer questions based on our papers. Then we can extract the themes related to our papers. Okay. Also, we can find out the citation related things present in our papers. So now, the best thing, if you can see the infographic which I was presenting, it is actually created by AI itself. What I did is I went to the uh, Google slide. There is an option here, Gemini, which is integrated. Now it is available for all the MES ID also. Earlier it was for only like our personal Gmail IDs, but in MES account also it is available. I just pasted the introduction section in this particular prompt, and I asked Gemini to create an infographic related to it, and it has created the slides which I actually wanted for my presentation. So it's very useful for us now to use AI for delivering our lectures or delivering our presentations, and it actually automates a lot of work of us. So now, before starting with this session, okay, uh, Notebook LM has some plans. Okay, many of the students you may have like in just 2 to 3 months back. Okay, Google has provided a pro account for students. Okay, so if you have taken that pro account, you may get Notebook LM in plus mode. Okay, but for us by default, this is the plan Notebook LM, which is default for all of us. Okay, as such, there is not much difference. Only the difference is in terms of generation of infographics, data table, audios, and videos. But basic things like asking questions on the paper, doing a uh, chat on the paper is free for all of you. Okay, and for faculties, if you still want to use Notebook LM Plus, what you can do is if you are having a Geo account, okay, you can have a 349 rupees Geo plan. In that, there is an option of Gemini Pro, which is free with that plan. And when you get Gemini Pro account, you automatically get Notebook LM Plus. Only the biggest difference is number of notebooks: 50 notebook in free plan and 100 notebooks in paid plan, plus number of sources, which I will show you in some time. Okay, so this is the link of the plans. Okay, if anyone wants, I'm just sharing this link. You can also check it out. Now, before we start, okay, I want everyone to open Notebook LM, okay, in your device. So you can simply write this. Please open this site, notebooklm.google. Okay. So once you open this, you will see this particular web page. Okay. Uh, so I will wait. Okay. After every instruction or after every demo, I will wait for some time for those who are doing parallelly with me. Okay. So the outcome will be at the end of session, you all will have a research gap and literature review done related to your topic of interest. Even though you don't have any papers, that is also fine. We can easily search the papers within the Notebook LM itself. So please give a thumbs up, okay, so that I can move to the next part. If you're able to see this page, and then click on Try Notebook LM. So once you click on Try Notebook LM, you will be able to see different notebooks. If you're doing this for first time, you may not see any notebooks here. But now what you need to do is click on Create New. So once you click on Create New, don't do anything. Just close this part, okay? And just give a thumbs up, okay? Fine. Okay, nice. So now let me explain to you the interface of this notebook. So there are multiple sections here. One is source, one is chat, and then this is studio. So as I told you, the pro plan has more number of hits, okay, in studio part. In basic plan, there are limited number of hits for studio, but chat is unlimited. You can chat any number of times. And then in terms of source, in pro plan, you can add more than 100, but in basic plan, you can add around 50 papers. So 50 papers are again more than enough for doing any literature review for start. Okay. Now here you can see there are different options like audio overview, video overview, mind maps, reports, flashcards, quiz, infographics, and data table. We will use all of this, okay, for doing literature review, because this is like a support for understanding what is there actually in our research. Okay. Now what you all need to do is you need to click on add resource. Okay, then you can see, please don't do anything, just wait for my instructions. Okay, then you can see a search option here where there is two options: fast research and deep research. Okay, both are basically searching whatever you are asking the Notebook LM to find out from the internet. So it is directly searching from the internet, and from the internet it is gathering all the information which you need, and it will be attached in this notebook. Okay. So here you can see there is an option of web and drive. So if you want to search something in your Google Drive itself, that is also possible. Now, there are different types of files you can add. If you want to just paste a text, okay, if you found any interesting page content in an email or in a website, you can simply copy it and paste it, and then you can do research on that. Or if you want to access any file which is there in your Google Drive, you can click on Google Drive here. You can also add YouTube videos. You can directly add website links. So what you need to do is you need to copy any link. Okay, let us say, okay, suppose if I am doing this, okay, I'm copying the link of pc.ac.in, and just when I paste this link, if I want to add another link, I just need to click Shift Enter, and then I can paste another link. Okay. So as many links if you want, you can add. But only thing is that website should be crawlable. From the website, the text should be extracted. Okay. Then you can click on Insert, and then it will take some time, and you can see the resource is successfully added, and you can see we are able to see the information related to Pillai College of Engineering also. Okay. So I want everyone to do this thing. Okay. Please create the notebook, click on add resource. I will paste the PC link for you. Okay. So that you don't need to search. Paste the PC link. Okay. And go to websites and paste the link. Okay. And then click on insert. Fine. So just give a thumbs up. Okay. If you're done. Is this only for, no, others also can join if they want. Let me open the access. Okay. Lobby. Okay. There are no one in the lobby right now, but I have made it open for everyone. Okay. Please give a thumbs up if you have done adding with the link. And it's so easy, right? Just you need to copy the link and you can add it in the notebook. Okay. Now, there are different facilities provided here. Let us not click, okay, because many of you may not be in the pro plan, so you may have a limited hits here. We will do these things when we add our actual research topic itself. Okay. So what I want you all to do is just ask anything what you want to ask related to PC. Okay. So let me ask like how many uh, how many departments. So it is reading from the resource, okay, and it is able to give me the number of departments present in PC, and you can see the citations are also there. And apart from that, it is also telling me there are bachelor, master degrees, and PhD program. Okay, so this is like ChatGPT, like Gemini, but it is grounded. What do you mean by grounding here is it is going to answer only from the resource which I have added. Okay, it is not, it will not find something which is there in the knowledge of Gemini. Okay, it will focus only on the content which is there inside the content which we have added. It will not extract anything irrelevant. Okay, because if you have used ChatGPT and Gemini, and sometimes they generate answers. If they don't know the topic also, they try to generate the answers and they are out of context. But that will not happen much in Notebook LM. It will happen. There is a chance that there will be hallucinations here also, but probability of hallucinations are very less in terms of Notebook LM. Okay. So now, okay, I hope you got a basic understanding of the structure. Okay. If you don't want a resource to be used, you can click on this checkbox, and that if you can see now there is 0 sources in the bottom. If you want to use that particular source, you can click on that source checkbox, and you can see now one source is there. Okay. Now let me ask Google to add more college websites in Navi Mumbai. Okay. And I'm doing a fast research. Okay. And I'm asking Google now to find out different college websites. Okay. Just ignore the spellings and all. Google will take care of the spelling. So you can see Google has searched from the search engine, and we can see, I will try to zoom into this. We can see different colleges website are added here. Okay, so Pillai University is also there. Then some College of Pharmacy is added. Okay, now what I need to do is I need to click on import, and links of all the different college websites are basically added. Okay, so this is how you can increase your source. Now earlier I was having only one source, but now I am having 11 source. I don't need to go in Google and search and all. I can simply search from here. Okay, so now what I want you all to do is create a new notebook, because I don't want you to do actual research in this Pillai College notebook. Please create a new notebook, and then we will start the actual session. Okay, so please create the new notebook, and please open this Google Doc in a new tab, so that whenever I share the prompt, you can copy the prompt from this notebook. For every work, new notebook should be created. Yes, ma'am, because like it's like a cluster. If I'm doing a research on, suppose, fake news detection, let us have a notebook for fake news detection. And if I'm doing a research on question answering system, let us have a separate notebook for question answering system. So it will have a separate context, else it will jumble the contents. So it's like chapters, okay? Different notebook, different chapters. Okay, I hope everyone has created a new notebook. Okay. Uh, so I have already created a one notebook for me, okay, for demo. Uh, think of a research topic which you want to do a literature review on. Okay. If you are having paper for students, if you are there, and if you already have papers, then I will also show you how to upload the papers. And for faculties or any other person, okay, think of a research paper which you want to write or you want to review. Okay, just find out a topic, and then we can start. Okay, and just can you all put some topics in the chat, so that later on you also can share your notebooks to show your findings, okay, with us. Can anyone tell some different research topic they are going to do a literature review right now on? You can put it in the chat. Okay, yes, I'm waiting. Okay, please you can just put the domain or your area of interest where you're going to do a review on. Okay, dark pattern. Okay, AI based automated interview. Okay, NPS in personal loan segment. Okay, so diverse content. Nice. uh okay, so fine. Okay, I hope everyone is ready with your topic. Okay, now gamification in learning. Nice. Okay. uh Fine. Okay, so I would request you all to be specific whenever you are working on this notebook. Okay, be specific on your topic, and try to have a research title which is having some algorithm also there. Okay, so if she is saying gamification in learning, that this is very generic. Okay, can you be something? Can you just add few more keywords so that you are more specific for doing your research, as it will help you to get the sources. Okay, because if you just write gamification in learning, for gathering the sources, it will be difficult. Okay, so I hope everyone is ready with your topics. MArch student in urban design research and thesis in vocabulary. Okay, now this is also nice. Okay, fine. So now what I have done is, whenever we do literature review, okay, there are certain steps we follow. Okay, so I have created prompts for each and every step which we do for doing a literature review. The first step is to get the source, right? So as you have seen, I have already demonstrated to you how to get the source related to your topic. Okay, but now what we are doing is we are doing a literature review on for a research paper, and for this our resource should also be research paper itself. Main focus is to gather all the research papers related to my topic. Okay, so what you all need to do is pasting this prompt. Okay, what you need to do is just change this part. Okay, whenever you see topic in the prompt, replace it with the topic which you are going to research on. Okay, so suppose if I am doing it for fake news, I will write here fake news detection, and if I want to be more specific, I will write fake news detection using machine learning. Okay, so I hope everyone is able to copy this prompt, and please paste this prompt in the Google Notebook in the add source part, and make sure you are selecting fast research. Okay, don't select deep research, it takes time. Okay, select fast research and paste your particular uh, interest. Okay, interesting topic. Okay, now in meanwhile, for the people who are already having research papers, okay, what you can do is you can click on add source, then you can go to drive, or you can click on upload files, and you can upload the PDFs which you have gathered. Okay, you have already downloaded the research paper maybe by using Google Scholar or different websites, right? You can simply go there and download your research papers, and you can upload the files which you want. Okay, or if you are just doing this for practice, you can simply put your topic of interest, click on search. Okay, and then it will be showing you the resource. Okay, so please add at least 10 resource right now, everyone. I'm waiting. Okay, let everyone do it in parallel. Please give a thumbs up. Okay, if you are able to gather resources. And if you face any issue, you can let me know. See, whenever you are adding the resource, right, you may also find that some of the resource are not crawlable. Google will search it and it will add it in this list, but later on you will see this resource is not accessible. So you can simply go click here and you can remove the resource which you don't want. Okay, and please make sure you don't add any review paper, because it will be not useful for the task which we are doing. Only the implementation paper should be added right now. Okay, done. uh, Ma'am, you can access the notebook from here. Okay, Google Doc from here. So I will pin this Google Doc for everyone. The prompt is there in this Google Doc. Okay, just replace the topic. And if you want, you can change the year also. मैंने limit किया हुआ है scope from 2024 to 2026. You can change it to 2020, or maybe more beyond 2020 also. Okay. Done. Are you all able to get the source? It's only one. Okay. Okay. So fine. Now see, what you need to do is you need to be smart here. Okay. Uh, you need to be changing this, you need to change this prompt. Why you need to change this prompt is, see, if I do it for me, what I'm doing is I'm doing a research on fake news, right? I think everyone knows what is fake news. So what I will do is I will write here for fake news detection. Okay. And maybe there are different methods for fake news. So I will write fake news detection using LLM, okay, or using machine learning, okay, or using deep learning, okay, or see, or maybe some if someone is there from architecture or electronics, whatever may be the techniques related to your research title, you can add it so that the Google can search the specific content rather than the generic content. Okay, fine. So I just want to know from non-computer IT people here. Okay, are you also able to get the resource from this Notebook LM? Because I have tried for computer topics only. Okay, nice. So it works for all the domain. Okay, fine. So now the first thing is gathering the source. Okay. Now see, we will not gather more than 10 source right now because as I told you, you should uh, change this with your methods and techniques also. But when you start the literature review, you don't know what are the techniques, you don't know what are the methods, right? So we can find out the methods also from the initial 10 sources, and then we can add more source so that our literature review is perfect. Okay, so now the next step, okay, is to understand the research topic. Okay, so what you can do is I have written a prompt, okay, which will help us to understand what do you mean by literature review, why it is important, and it will also tell us the process of literature review. And finally, it will give me a mini example of what will be the output of literature review for my topic. Okay, so I'm copying this prompt. So it took a lot of trial and combination for me to finalize all these prompts. Okay, I would request all of you to use this prompt, but don't publish it anywhere because of copyright issues. Okay, you can modify this prompt whenever you want. Okay, so this is the next prompt. Don't write prompt in the notebook. Okay, copy this. I've written it BTech student. You can skip this also if you want. Okay, and then put your topic of interest here. Okay, and then I want any one of you to share your screen, okay, so that we can see what are the different outputs the notebook LM is giving us. So if you can see, I have already pasted this prompt for me, and it is able to tell me what is literature review. It helps us to identify the research gaps. What it is not, it is not just a summary of articles. Okay. Then why it is important, it is also able to give us that information. Then you can also give us the review process, which we are going to follow today. Okay. Then you can see a mini example of fake news detection is provided here, where it is extracting the themes like machine learning, deep learning, and all the themes which are there. Okay. So I would request any one of you to share your screen, okay, and show to all of you what is your output, okay, in terms of this mini example. Okay, I want to see this particular part. So I'm stopping my screen. Anyone can share your screen. Please do share, okay, so that we can see different outputs of Notebook LM for different research. Is anyone, please share. Maybe the students, you all can, any one of you, if you want, you can share your screen. Okay, I will wait for a few seconds. If no one is sharing, then I will move ahead. Anyone still again last option? Anyone wants to share your screen? Yes, it includes all the papers which are accessible, open access papers. No one? Okay. I would request you all to share your screen, okay? It would be useful for other participants also to explore how different outputs the notebook LM is giving, okay? Specifically, as I have taken the topic of computers, so it is relevant to our computer, IT, and ECS students. But I want to see the output for mechanical, electronics, and all other topics also. Fine. Okay, I will move ahead. Okay, as we don't have much time. In the chat box, man, you need to paste the text here in the chat. So as you can see, here I have pasted the text in chat. You can paste it like this, and then you will see the output. How many of you are able to get the output? Just give a
Dheeraj sir.
indicator. Okay.
Hello, Dheeraj sir. Am I audible?
Uh,
Hello.
Fine. Okay. So now, what is the next task? Okay. So now you got an idea. What do you mean by literature review? And it may have given you some basic idea related to your topic. Okay. Now, uh, another prompt. Okay, which help us to understand more detail related to our research task. Okay. So I will just paste this prompt and I will show you what is the output for me. Let me close this. I'm going to paste the prompt at the beginning. Okay. Now, don't copy this XX. Okay. So this is the prompt here. Please change this to your topic. And if you can see, those who are not doing parallelly with me, you can see for me, where I pasted this prompt, which is basically to understand the research. Okay. When I pasted this, it is telling me what is fake news detection. It is a binary classification task. So it helps you to understand your topic. Because whenever we start a research, we have a idea, but we don't have a in-depth knowledge regarding the topic, right? So it can also be a multi-class classification, and then it can be domain or multi-domain wise. These are the methods through which we can do fake news detection, and then what can be the highest result, what can be the different metrics related to fake news detection. Okay, so this is the output of this particular prompt. Okay, which helps you to understand your research task and what are the existing work done on this task. Okay, please try everyone. Okay, so this is the initial part. When you start the research, you try to understand the research topic in detail. Okay. So here you are having a summary of what is your topic, what are the different methods, what are the different metrics which are used to evaluate the models, and what may be the best model for this particular topic. Okay. Done. Should we move ahead? Only one. I will wait for others. Let me know, okay? If you're done or if you're stuck with anything, you can let me know. Okay. Now, what is the next thing? Okay, next thing is to find out the timeline. What are the work done from past to the current, right? Many of you are students, okay? आपके faculty ने बोला होगा कि collect the research papers from 2022 to 2026. So that is how the for the same topic, people may implement with different methods and techniques. Okay. So for that also, I have created one prompt here. Okay. You can copy this. So XX means the end of the prompt. Okay. Copy this and paste your topic here, and it will give you a year-wise progress. Okay. So this, let me close this. Okay. If you can see, for my topic, fake news detection, it is giving me year-wise progress related to the topic. Okay. 2023 में क्या हुआ था? Because 2023 क्यों आया? Because some of the research papers, they have mentioned the method which was used in some earlier research papers. Okay, so from the related work session, they are able to extract. Okay, so you can see year wise, they are telling me 2017 में क्या आया, 2018 में क्या आया, 2019 में क्या आया, then 2022, 3, 6. Okay, all these years, what are the work which is basically done. Okay, so those who have done MTech or maybe PhD, this was a very tedious task, right? It is not which was possible to be done within a day, but now based on the source which you are having, it is able to give us a year-wise history of all the work done from for all the years a in just within seconds, right? Please try, okay, for your work. Try this prompt. What is the timeline based work done on your topic? Okay. Can anyone share your screen so that we can see something different? Okay. Specifically, I would ask from like architecture or commerce or mechanical electronics to share, okay? Because I want to see something different apart from computer IT topics. Maybe your timeline will be not having more details because only 10 sources are there, but soon we will increase our source by doing another important task is finding out the keywords. Okay, should we move ahead? Done, everyone? Okay, now we will increase the speed. Okay, as now everyone is habitual with the task. Okay, next is defining the scope of the research, right? Whenever we are doing research, we need to set our scope. What are the things which we will do and what are the things which we will not do? Okay. Suppose you are creating you are making a car. Okay. You need to limit the scope of the car, whether it will be running at 100 kilometer per hour speed or maybe it will be running at 200 kilometer per hour speed. Like this, for every different domain there are scope which we limit. Okay, sometimes we don't know what are the limits for us, so that also we can find out easily from the existing research papers. Okay, so this is the prompt. When you paste this prompt, it will help you to find out what are the scope which existing literature work has set related to your topic of interest. Okay, let me paste this here. So इससे आपको पता चलेगा कि आप what is the scope which you want to set. Okay, so just let me paste this. Yeah, please copy this. As such, I have yeah, you can change the topic here. Copy this and change this to your research topic. Okay, now those who want to see what is my scope for my topic, here you can see the scope for this fake news detection is basically added here, and they are saying that it can be multimodal, it can be binary task. Okay, it can be for specific domain also. Like, see, suppose if you want to define a scope for your research title, you may say that my work will be only for medical domain only. So that you need to mention in your scope section. Okay, that this is the scope of my work, because then people will come and ask you ki your model is working very nice in health domain, but why it is not working good in political domain? That time you need to be justify with your scope that my model is trained only for healthcare domain. That is not something in which is made for general scope. Okay, so you can see the scope is provided here. You can see what is in scope and out of scope. Out of scope basically means see, in scope basically means क्या होता है ना, in earlier research papers they have already mentioned this is the scope of my work. Okay, from there it is able to extract the scope. But uh, out of scope basically means it is like inferring the scope based on the literature work done by all other papers. Okay, so you can just go and read it once you get the output. Then the inclusion and exclusion criteria can also be seen. Okay, so I hope you understood what do you mean by scope. This is not that much important, but with help of AI, we can easily find out what is the scope which I want to set for my research work. Okay, because बाकी लोगों ने क्या स्कोप सेट किया हुआ है, on basis of that I can maybe keep the same scope or I can enhance my scope. Okay, but with help of AI I can easily understand what is the scope of earlier work. Okay, now once you have done the scope part, now next part is important, keywords. Whenever you want to do research, you want to find out what are the different keywords, interesting keywords related to your research work. Okay, so this is the next step, and which is very important step to increase the sources. Because देखो, initially I told you that you should add minimum 10 source for your topic of interest. Then I told you you should add source based on the techniques which you know for your topic. But when you start the literature review, you don't know the techniques, right? So how you will be able to find out the techniques based on the keywords? Okay, so what you can do is you can uh, first this prompt. Okay, there are two prompts. Okay, two prompts giving two different output for your keywords. The second prompt is much more useful, but try with the first one. Okay, I'm putting the second prompt also, you can all try with me. I will show you the output which I got for my particular. This is the first prompt and this is the second. Both are for keywords. Okay, please try both the prompts. Okay, now if you can see, just imagine, okay, those who have done literature review manually, okay, it was a very complicated and time consuming task, right? But now if you can see, for me the keywords are extracted. Okay, let us see the keywords here. You can minimize both the panels. Okay, if you want. Now you can see for the first prompt of keyword, it is giving me the term. What is the frequency of the term? As you can see, my topic was fake news. So that's why the frequency is 50 plus, because many times people will use the word fake news in their research papers. Then in example sentences where this particular term is used, and then what are the closest synonyms? Because in what we do, right, as a for writing research papers, many people they paraphrase or rephrase the content, okay, to avoid flag, right? So you can also find out what are the synonyms related to the terms. So you can see fake news, machine learning, then supervised and unsupervised learning related to this, then BERT, then LSTM. So all these are related to computer IT terms, okay? And these are basically the methods. Okay, so what you can do now is you can go back to the prompt of source. Okay, I want everyone of you to do this now. Okay, go back to this prompt of source, and now here modify this and write down the technique also, so that now you get more generic, more specific sources related to your research. Okay, so everyone should now have around 30 to 40 sources. Okay, try with different techniques. Some people, if you are from computer IT, you can use transformers, you can use machine learning, you can use LSTMs. Okay, it is also giving us the metrics which people are using for evaluation. Okay, then for the second prompt, which is much better, it gave us the primary concepts like fake news, then secondary concepts like these are the different types of fake news. Okay, then what are the different methods which are used for fake news detection. Okay, then what are the related terms related to these methods. Okay, and then this is the very important point. uh, many people, many of you have searched in Google Scholar, right? So if you open Google Scholar, okay, and you will put this thing, it will help you to do a better search rather than simply writing the words. Okay, now you can see Google is able to find out all the related papers, right? So with help of Notebook LM, you can find out what are the search terms related to your topic. Done, everyone? I hope you are able to find out some new keywords related to your topic of interest. Yes or no? And do you all agree? This is very fast, right? So it's like super fast to do all the LR tasks which we used to do, right? Okay. So what is the next task now? Once we are able to find out the keywords, okay, I want everyone to increase your source. Okay. Now, please, everyone, like, see, I am having around 40 sources. Okay. So please, everyone, increase your source. Take two. It won't take more than 5 minutes or 2 minutes. At least have more than 30 sources, because if you do literature review on 5 to 10 papers, that is not good. You should at least take more than 30 papers for doing literature review. And all the faculties who are here with me, they may also agree with me, right? Earlier, when we used to ask our students to do literature review, at the max, they may show us 5 to 10 papers. But now, uh, maybe after this session, all our students can easily bring more than 20 papers and they can easily show us the literature review just because of the power of AI. So take your time, please gather the sources related to your research topic, and then we will move for the next step. Okay, fine. Okay. So then, can you just give a thumbs up if you are able to gather more than 30 sources? Yes, Sharina done. Should I move ahead? Okay. So now, uh, this is the hack for students right now. Okay. Uh, I'm showing you two prompts, okay, which will be very useful for your SEM 6, okay, major project task, okay, that is having a tabular data related to your research work, okay. So do it, but again for students, okay, I would recommend to all of you, okay, use AI, but read the papers, okay, just don't believe on whatever AI has given to you. You should read the papers in depth, okay, to understand the topic. Okay. Now, this is something which is like a gold part of research. Okay. Now, what I'm doing is I'm using the data table option. Okay. I'm clicking on this arrow. Okay. Just for, don't do it now. Just see what I'm doing. I will repeat again because data table is having limited number of hits. Okay. So please use it very less. Okay. So I have pasted my prompt. Okay. I am putting my topic fake news detection. Okay, and it will take some time. Okay, it's generating the table. Meanwhile, you all can also put this uh, in tab 2. In tab 2 I am adding this prompt. Okay, you all okay can do this. This is generic domain independent prompt. Okay, you just need to put your topic of interest. uh, you all can do this now. Click on this pencil of data table. Okay, copy this prompt which I have added in tab 2. Okay, and change the topic to your research topic. Okay, and it will take some time to generate this data table. So anyone having any difficulty with data table? So this is a very recent feature which is added in NotebookLM. It was not there earlier, just a new feature which is added, and it is like a very useful for uh, making the literature review table. Okay, which is the major part of your SEM6 major project. It may take some time, so everyone please do it. Okay. So I have created two prompts for you, all of the students. One is for report. Okay. For your major project report, the Google Doc, you can use this output, which is having more number of columns. And for your presentation, okay, this is another prompt which I will share. Okay. This is for your presentation. Uh, where you can have limited number but important columns, okay, related to literature review. So see, now all the faculties and the people who have done MTech and maybe PhDs, you may agree with me, it is taking just 1 minute now to create a literature review table, which was very difficult and which was very time consuming for us earlier. So now when I click on this, you can see my literature review is actually done. I can see the paper, I can see the summary of the paper, I can see the data set used for the paper, what is the type of data which is used in this paper, what is the data set size, what are the different classes, what are the different methods used, what are the different features used related to this paper, what may be the results, key finding, limitation, and what are the future scopes and research gaps also which are present in this paper. Okay, so if you can see, for all my sources, this table is created, and this is what actually is the output of literature review. You have a table where all the sources are compared, and you can see the details of all the research paper. Okay, it may not be accurate, but of course it is helping us out. You can click on export to sheets, and your data now is available in your Google Sheet. Here you can see it has done for around 28 papers for me, and you can see the details of all the papers are added. All the models are there, then the results for all the models are there. Okay, and the main core part of literature review is basically visibly, and with the sources also you now know for which paper this particular row is there and what are the contents, right? So done everyone, are you able to generate this table? And I want to hear from faculties, so is it something very useful, or what is your viewpoint? So fine, okay. So you got this idea, right? This is the new thing, which is data table. See, same prompt you can put it here in the chat also. Okay, I will put the prompt in the chat also. Okay. You can do this in the chat also, but only thing is you won't be able to export the data directly in the sheet. Fine. So you can do this here also. And see, when you run these things multiple time, you may get different output. So that's basically the drawback of AI. It is not always giving us the same output. If you want, you can put this prompt here. Okay. I'm giving you another prompt, which is for your PPTs. Okay. Studio for your slide, you can have a shorter table, okay, with basic information which you want to present in front of your panel. Okay. So this is again in tab 2. Okay. And you can see the prompt. You can try this also. This is basically like a shorter version of this same data table. Uh, with basic information. What is the data set? What is the proposed method? What is the result? And what are the key findings? And what are the limitations? That what this is what basically what is we look for during the presentation. Okay. And the previous prompt is for your reports. Fine. Should we move ahead? Yes, tab 2. Tab 2. All the studio related prompts will be in tab 2. Okay. Okay, now this is not the end part, right? There are still a lot of things we do in terms of literature review. So let us see the other things. Okay, now let us go back to the demo part. Okay. Uh, so we have done with few steps already. Uh, okay, before this, do one thing. इसको ना time लगता है थोड़ा. Uh, there is an audio features in Studio. Okay, Notebook LM. So please do this. It will take some time. Then you can hear what are the things related to your research work. Okay. So what I'm doing here is I will just explain. 1 minute. Okay. Let me paste the prompt first. See here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on audio. Please click on the pencil part of audio. Then I will select the debate part. Okay. Then I'm going to put this prompt. So what I'm doing is I'm asking the AI to debate on all the research papers. What are the methods the authors have used? What they are seeing as uh, a best approach. Okay, see what happens in real life. Okay, maybe the researcher one will say that SVM is one of the methods in machine learning is giving 90% accuracy. Then some other researcher will say that CNN, that is deep learning method, will is giving 95% accuracy, right? But there can be debate why CNN is giving better accuracy compared to SVM. Okay, so that all information can be converted into an audio format. Okay, and you can listen to the debate related to the literature review. It will create a very long 10 to 20 minutes debate for you. Okay, so please do this. It will take some time. We can keep this in background. Okay, detection. Uh, Generate. It will take some time. Okay. Meanwhile, I will show you what I have already created. Okay. So you all also please do this. Run it for you. Uh, Let me share you another screen. Okay, this is the audio which is already created for my again fake news notebook. This is another notebook. I don't know whether in Google Meet you can hear this audio. So my speaker noise is not good. Okay, but this is what you will get the output. Okay, It's a 22-minute audio, okay, where AI is discussing related to the topic. So this is very nice. Okay, so once you want to understand what are the work done by everyone in an audio format, that is also possible. Okay, so let it uh, get generated in your notebook. Okay, it will take some time. It's not that audio will not be audible, Christopher sir. Once it is generated for your research topic, you can hear it out. I can also share it. Maybe it's there and there is an option of sharing it. Uh, there is an option of sharing all these things also. You can try it out. Okay. Now, well, let me share the screen again. Okay. So these are the studio features. Okay. You can also create your audio. So you can see it is taking some time. It will take a lot of time, more than 5 minutes for audio overview to be created. Okay. Now back to our steps. Okay. Steps. Okay. The step number analyzing the data set. Okay, now maybe this step may not be valid for all the domains, but for computer IT people, we want to find out what are the data sets which are used for our literature work. Okay, so I'm providing you all the prompts related to this. Okay, you can try it out. Try any one prompt. Okay, later on you can try all other prompts. Okay, as we don't have much time, try any one prompt from this list of prompts. Okay, why I've added multiple prompts, because we want to explore the data set in multiple aspects, right? And same thing can be done in data table also. Okay. Let me also try for one of the prompt. Okay, I will try the first prompt itself. Okay, this is for fake news detection. What are the different data sets which are available in earlier research work? Okay, maybe if it is mechanical, there may be devices in your research paper. If it is electronic, maybe there may be different boards like Raspberry and all. Okay, so you can, instead of data set, you can put your related term. Okay, you can modify this prompt as per your particular domain. Okay, so that's why, like, I wanted to see of someone from electronics. It is pinned here. Okay, pinning. This is the document. This is the document. Okay, I have pinned the document. Okay, now it is generating. You can see data analysis is done. Okay, these are the data sets which are listed here. Okay, the size of the data set is also listed. What are the different features present in the data set, whether it is text, visual, it is also listed. Okay, what are the evaluation metrics used for this data set, that is also listed. Okay, then some limitations and all those things are also listed. Okay, so different prompts will give you different output. Okay, uh, so I hope you all have done. Okay, done with dataset analysis. I hope you are able to get different types of data sets, okay, related to your research paper. Okay. I'm not trying everything here. I've just shared the prompt with you. Uh, I have researched and gathered different prompts, okay, which will be useful for you. Try with all the prompts later on, but Try with at least one so that you are able to find out the data sets related to your research work. Okay. So again, this is fast tracking our literature review process, because earlier we used to read 20 different papers, then find out the data set on in each and every paper. Then we used to create a Google Sheet or Excel for it, right? Now you can paste this prompt in here also, okay? Inside this particular data table also, and it will generate the data set related data table also. That is also possible. Okay, but I don't want you to do it right now here, because data tables are only three allowed. Okay, you can generate only three data tables for your particular notebook. For different other notebook, you can generate another three. But if you are in pro account, which is this is my pro account. Okay, I can generate as many data tables which I want. Okay, so let me just write here. Give me, okay, let me put the prompt. Okay. Sorry, this is not visible to you. In pro account, okay, it is more than three data tables can be generated. Okay, so done with data sets. Please give a thumbs up. Okay, so that we can move to the next part. Yes, yes, ma'am. You can put it in the query in chat also. But only thing is, in chat we cannot. We can copy the table generated in the chat also. But in data table, there is a direct option of export to the sheet, which is this. You can directly export. So it again speeds up our work. Can you share the recording of this meeting? Let the meeting get completed. Okay, then we will share the recording. Okay, so now can anyone tell me what will be the next task? We have done the we found out the scope, we found out the keywords, we found out the data sets related to our work. Now what is the next task? Can anyone tell me in the chat? Proposed system, okay. Diagram, okay. Proposed diagram, maybe method, okay. The methods, fine. Yes, everyone can put some or other answer. Flow and methods, okay, fine. Okay, so once we have done the analysis of data set, okay, we want to understand the methods for each and every paper, है ना? देखो, of course AI will do a summary for me and it will gather information of all the papers for me. But before that, we can select certain papers and we can understand what are the approaches and results related to that paper. Okay, so now for this single paper, let us see the output. Okay, I will explain you this prompt. Okay, let me just run it first. Where is the title? Is there title? Okay. See here, now there is a catch here. When I'm saying that you want to do this for a single paper, so you first deselect all the sources. Okay. Then find out a paper which you want to do analysis on. Okay. Let me find out a paper for me. This is a nice paper which I want to do analysis. I am selecting this paper. Okay. Now, if you can see, this prompt will be applied to only one source, which is this paper only. So it will do analysis of this paper only. Okay. So you all can also do it now with me. I'm putting this in tab 1. Okay. This you need to do it for one single paper only. Okay. Don't run it for all the sources. Okay. Now, if you can see, what I'm asking is to the AI, tell me the summary of the paper. What are the key findings in the paper? What are the data sets used in this paper? What are the different methods which are used in this paper? And what are the results of the methods? And what is the proposed method, okay, of this particular research paper? And then this is another important part, which is called as ablation studies, where we tried different approaches to get the best result. then what are the limitations and future scope. Okay, so once you run this, you can see the summary of this paper is generated. The key finding is SVM is giving 99.58 accuracy. मतलब ये पक्का पेपर गलत है. Okay, this is not possible. Okay, then random forest is giving 99 and 04 accuracy. Okay, then dataset details are there, then methods are there, they are used logistic regression, support vector, LSTM, then accuracy and result of each and every methods are there. Then this is the proposed method. ये जो IOST है ना, इन्होंने जो रिसर्चर्स ने जो प्रपोज किया हुआ है वो मेथड है, एंड उसका एक्यूरेसी 99 आ रहा है. Then as such there is no ablation studies done by them, and I'm not able to find any future scope and limitation. Okay, so see, uh, again, yes ma'am, we can also generate mind map. I will come to that at the end. uh, so this again was a maybe a more than 2 hours task, okay, to make a summary of a single paper. But just now you can select the research paper and you can put this prompt, okay, and it will give you the analysis. Okay, so please try everyone. I hope you understood what is the task here. We are understanding one single paper now. Okay, now after this we will try to understand and summarize all the papers together. Okay, done everyone? Can you just give a indicator to me? Okay, fine. So now the next task is to summarize all the papers implementation method. Okay, so that is the main objective, right? We want to find out कि हर एक researcher ने क्या method use किया हुआ है for implementing the system, right? So this prompt will help you to find out a summary of work, which is nothing but what we have already seen in a data table, right? This is more detailed prompt. Okay, I need to write fake news. Where it is. Okay, see here again. Before running this prompt, you should again select all the sources. Okay. Once you select all the sources and when you run this, it may take some time. Okay. And I'm pasting this prompt for you all also. Okay. So please try this prompt, everyone. This will do a summary of all the papers in detail. It may take some time. Okay. I hope everyone is doing it with me. It will take some time. Okay. Comparison between existing and real-time data. Okay, yes, sir. This is also what we can do. Okay, in terms of this prompt only, the output will be the comparison also. So here you can see the data is generated. It will be a very long table, methods, the input, output, metrics, data sets, everything will be mentioned. Okay, so should we move ahead or are you still? I hope you also got the output, right? As mine is 43 sources, that's why it is taking more time. So if you are having 20 to 30, it will be very fast. Move ahead. Okay. So let's move ahead. Okay. Now, uh, this is done. So Amol sir has given an hint, right? Comparing between existing and real time data.
Yes, sir. Yes,
But
sir.
yeah. So what can be another important thing related to methods is that find out which is the trending method. What do you mean by this? Let us say from computer IT point of view. Nowadays, everyone is using LLM. Okay. So whether Gemini models are getting trend or ChatGPT models are getting trend. Okay, that also we can find out from our literature resource. Okay, so this prompt will help us to find out which are the methods which are trending related to our topic. Okay, I will copy this. First, I will show it to you, then I will share this prompt with you. Detection. So it will take again some time because for me 43 resources are there. Okay. You can also do it now. Okay. Find out the trending methods related to your research topic. Okay. And if you want, I have also written one detailed prompt. Okay. It took a lot of time for me to research and write down all these prompts. Okay. Because you can also ask a direct question to NotebookLM. That is also possible. But having a detailed prompt give us a much better result. Okay. So this is another prompt for getting 5 to 7 major trends related to your topic. Okay. So here you can see transformer is trending, then LLMs is trending, then LSTM, CNN. Year wise, they are telling us which are the methods which are trending. Okay. So so this is very important part of research, finding out which is the method which is used most by the research papers. And then you can modify this method to get much better क्या बोलते हैं ना, much better results. Okay. So when you run this prompt, the bigger one, let us run this also. Okay. This is much more structured output. Okay. Uh, in meanwhile, let us try to move to the next step, which is ablation studies. Okay. So what we do in terms of computer and IT, and maybe it is done in other domains also, we try with different small features. Okay. So simple example. Okay, for students. Okay, maybe faculties and MTech students, they may be knowing all this thing. For students, okay, you may have visited for specs, okay, or you may have visited with someone who is basically having specs, okay, as they cannot see much, see properly, okay. If you have observed, what they do is they basically put a specs frame on in your head, okay, in front of your eyes, and they keep on putting some lens. They put one particular lens, they remove it, they ask you whether are you able to read this thing properly or not. Then they put another lens, then they ask you again whether you are able to read the content properly or not. So this is nothing but ablation studies. You are trying with multiple different approaches so that you are able to find out what is the best result. Okay. So this is also very much important in research. Okay. Directly don't uh, run the final architecture. Okay. Try with multiple techniques and then finalize the best technique. Okay. So uh, we will see this also. What are the ablation studies for fake news? So this is the best, better result. Okay, related to data's trending methods. You can see uh, hybrid transformers are trending much more. Okay, for this particular topic. And these are the major trends. People are shifting towards multi-model. That means fake news is done by using image as well as text. Okay, this is the evidence and all. So you can find out what are the trending things. Okay, now I will run this uh, ablation study one. Maybe this may not be applicable for all of you. Okay, but you will understand what you mean by ablation. Okay, this is very important. Okay, I would recommend all the computer IT students. Okay, whenever you write the implementation or work on implementation, okay, try with different approaches and note down the result of each and every approach. Okay, what will happen once we use SVM using TF-IDF? What will happen once we use SVM with uh, bag of word? What will happen when we use SVM with bird uh, embeddings? Okay, so this is nothing but ablation studies. Try with different combination, and then you will get the actual result. Okay, so this is another prompt for ablation studies. uh, can anyone from other domain help me out to explain what can be ablation studies for your domain? I gave the example for computer IT. Now this is like out of domain for me to explain for other domain. Anyone from other domain, they can turn on their mic and they can tell. Yes, anyone?
Hello,
Yes.
am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
You said for some other domain, the same
Yeah.
this. Okay, so for, maybe for tourism research.
Yes. So what can be the example of this ablation studies?
Yeah, I thought I just need to suggest a topic like based.
No, I want to like have an explanation like in tourism research. Okay, what can be the different approaches you can
Yes.
try to get the end result?
Yes.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. You can see here. Okay. See, maybe for non-computer IT, this you may not understand this. Okay. So see what they are saying. Okay. Incorporation of regularization and optimization, optimized deep learning model versus baseline LSTM, accuracy change from 98 to 94%. So they are saying that uh, optimized deep learning model gave around 98%, but LSTM gave 94%. So like this, like combination of approaches you can try out. Okay, this is part of ablation studies. Okay, uh, ठीक है. Okay, next is evaluation metrics. Okay, the next step is to find out the metrics which are people are going to use for our uh, implementation evaluation. Okay, let me paste this here. I will speed up, okay, because I think we are like at 1 p.m. now. If participants don't have any problem, I will keep it slow. If you want to me to speed up, then we will speed up. This is for metrics. You all can try this prompt, okay? I'm also doing it here. Fake news detection. It will let me know what are the different metrics which I should also use for evaluation of my system. And again, I think every domain will have some metrics, right? Whether it is travel research, whether it is research on automobiles, okay? There is an evaluation metrics we need to follow, and that we get it from the related works, right? So if anyone is doing from non-computer IT domain, can you tell me what are the metrics for your research? If you are not able to share the screen, you can speak out or you can put it in the chat. Okay. So you can see these are the metrics for my research: accuracy, precision, recall, F1 score, AUROC, Jacquard index, then confusion matrix. These are very much common terms for our computer IT people. Okay. And you can see which uh, papers have used this metrics and why what it is used to evaluate. Okay. Yes, anyone from, yes, Praveen, Kunal, can anyone help me out with this metrics with some other domain? Okay, non-computer IT people. Any metric name for your research? No one? Yes, Praveen, Gure, you have raised your hand. Do you want to say? Are you getting the metrics or not? That is like a question to me. Okay, also, and also I would request. Okay, other department faculties. Okay, if you can collaborate with me, I can improve this prompt for all the domains. Okay, no one. Okay, let us move. Okay, we don't have much time. Okay, now the next is to summarize the key findings of all the work. Right? What are the key things done related to the research? Okay, let us try this out. This is related to key findings. Okay, that is the main content of the research. Okay, and this is doing analysis of all the papers. Please do it. Okay, everyone. Now I'm speeding up. Okay, these are the basic things, not that much important. We have a very important thing left. Okay, so I'm just speeding up a little bit. So you also can find out the key findings related to your work. Then the next is limitation. है ना? So see, literature review is just not to generate a table. Okay, there are a lot of things we do in terms of literature review, which is the next part is to find out the limitations mentioned in all the papers. Okay, so I'm running this. Okay, uh, pasting this part to you. This is the limitation wala prompt. Okay, it is running. Running. Okay, for me, the key findings are extracted. Okay, you can read out for your research work. They're saying that integrating this in by GRU, this is the result. Deep learning got this result. Okay, so for all of you, the key findings will be different, but it is very important to generate the key finding related to your literature to understand what are the main important part of the research. Okay, now I think you all have done this with this part also, limitation. So these are the limitation. Okay, they are saying that it is mostly English language, performance are degrading across domain, then it is language specific scope is provided, some limitation related to data is also provided, some limitation related to computational efficiency, which we face for running deep learning and LLM models, right? They're saying that 35 hours of training on high-end GPU was needed. Okay, that can be one of the limitations. Okay, then different limitations you can see. Okay, next is contradictions and connection, which I think one of the faculty was also saying. What are the things which are uh, this is not important, okay, but a part of research where we want to find out what are the connections between the paper and what are the contradictions between the paper. I think you all know, right? When we are having a debate, right, what we do, some people talk on the same 1 minute, okay. Whenever we are having a discussion, uh, some people talk on same side, some people talk on opposite side, right? That is contradictions and connection. Okay, so that also we can do in this notebook LM. Uh, You can also try this out. I'm giving you the prompt. Okay. Just use topic. Okay. Um, yeah. Please try this. What are the contradictions and connection? Someone has posted. First, we find core topic, literature view of gap, core research methods, case studies of similar research, site study, proposal. Yeah. So that's correct. Okay. So different domain will have different approaches. So you can use notebook LM for your particular approaches also. Same thing is there. We are finding the topic. We are doing literature review. We are finding out gaps. We will come into that part. Case studies of similar research, that is nothing but individual paper prompt. Okay. Site study, we computer IT people don't need to do. Okay. Uh, but good. Okay. Thanks, Kunal. Done with contradictions and connections. You can see the connections and contradiction generated here. Contradiction, let us see. There is a conflict that there is a direct contradiction regarding whether LLMs are effective detectors in zero shot or few shot scenarios compared to traditional small language model. Okay. So there is one contradiction between large language model and small language model. And then side A, okay, these authors suggest that LLM is good. Side B, these authors are saying that LLMs are bad. So this is how you can find out for same method what researcher 1 is saying and what researcher 2 is saying. Because not everyone is always correct, है ना? So आपको analysis करना जरूरी है कि you should not directly believe on each and every research paper. You should check all the research papers. Then you should come to a point that this method is relevant for this research. Okay. Okay. Contradictions. Okay. Now the most important point, right? And this is very important for students also. Finding out the research gaps. Pehle, earlier, okay, to find out the research gaps, it was a very difficult task. I need to read so many different papers, write down the points of all the papers, and then I was able to understand what may be the research gaps. And these research gaps get converted into my research objectives, right? So you also can write out the research gaps will be extracted based on all the sources present here. So I have also pasted this thing. Uh, this is a prompt which will find out the research gaps related to your work. Okay. And very important point for students. Okay. This is something which you need to put it in your presentation also. After doing literature review, you found out that these are the gaps present in the literature review. Then based on the gaps, you will set the objectives. And based on the objectives, you will make a proposed system. Okay. See, our objective of this session is to not derive a proposed system. Our objective of this session is to understand the literature work related to our research. Okay. I do have a prompt to generate proposed system also, but I would recommend students should not use this. Okay. Then everyone, are you able to get the gaps? So you can see a detailed gap is provided. More than 10 gaps are there. You can change the prompt to get more or less gaps. You can focus on limited papers also to get the gaps. That's up to you how you change the prompt. Okay. But just again, because of AI, it's so very much easy to get the gaps related to the work. Okay. Now, once we got the gap, next part is research objectives. Okay. See, this again, I would recommend not to go directly with AI. This is something which is a human work. Okay. To write down the objectives. But AI hai, so we can try. है ना? Let me paste this thing. मैंने gap वाला दिया, right? Okay. Is there? Okay, you can do. See, what you need to do is you need to paste the gaps here. Okay. So I will copy the gaps generated. I'm copying 6 to 7 gaps. See how I modified this prompt. In this prompt, you should put the research gaps to get the research objectives. Okay. Please do it like this. So objectives will be provided by the AI. So you can see objectives are there with all the Bloom taxonomies also. Develop and evaluate specialized fake news detection framework for Arabic, design and access, investigate and model, evaluate, analyze. Okay. So again, I would recommend this is just for your understanding. You should modify this, okay, with manually. Okay. Fine. Till now, okay, everyone. So main part of literature is to find out the gaps, and that is what we have reached. Okay. So can you give thumbs up? Okay, everyone is able to get complete till research objectives. Okay. Uh, this is Praveen. Okay, this is like out of scope for this session. We are not talking about flag here. Okay, but we can discuss this out of this session. Okay, fine. Now this is also important. You want to list the reference, right? Of course, there are many tools apart from Notebook LM to also list the reference. But I have written a prompt which will give you reference in IEEE style. I don't know other domains. There may be some different style, but this is what will be the output. Okay, it will create a reference list of reference related to all the paper. Okay. Uh, Putting this for you all also, because in your major project report you need to put a section at the end of references, right? So this will go through all the papers and create reference in IEEE format. Okay. Now this is a not to be used prompt. That's why I've written step 100, but I will share it with you. Maybe it may be useful. Okay. Making a proposed system. Please don't do this directly, students. But just for your reference, I'm sharing this prompt where a proposed system will be provided by AI. So I think, okay, it's my opinion, in next 2 to 3 years, there will be more research papers written by AI compared to humans. Okay, that will be reality of research work. They will write the papers, they will do the research, they will give us in computer IT at least, okay, not about other domains, but everything in computer IT can be easily automated now. Not only developing systems, but writing research papers also. If you know about Perplexity, that is another software. In that, you can easily write down your research papers with limited flags also. It won't give you much more flag in it. Fine. Proposed system, देखो यहाँ LR reference आ गया है. Okay, you can structure the output properly, and then you can see the last part, the proposed system. Okay, so first gaps are found out, then methods are provided, and then finally you can see the proposed system is also provided here. End-to-end pipeline, what are the gaps which are addressing. So this is just for your reference, okay? But I would recommend not to follow AI for proposed system. Meanwhile, also you can see your audio is ready. You can read it out. And let us generate mind map also. you can click on mind map, and it will create a mind map of all the different approaches related to your paper. Then you can also click on this infographics. Meanwhile, it will generate a graphical diagram related to your research work. Okay. Now we are not stopping here. There is one more important point left. 1 minute. Sorry. Just give me a minute. Meanwhile, you also can generate this infographic and this mind map. You can see mind map is generated. These are the workflows. See, only drawback of Notebook LM is we cannot put prompt for mind maps. This is auto generated only. Okay, so mind map will be generated for all of you. Now, this many faculties will already know, but this is for students now. This is an example of a literature review paper. Okay, again, this is more of a computer IT, maybe mechanical, electronics. They may also follow this. I don't know about other domains, but what we do is we write introduction, we write the materials and methods which we are going to use. This is called as systematic review. Okay, I will zoom into this. So if you are thinking of publishing research paper related to review, okay, literature review paper, you should follow this in this particular format. Okay? 1 minute, okay. Okay. Sorry. This is my sample paper. Okay. Here you can see they are specifying how many different research papers they have explored. Okay. Then what are the selection criteria related to paper? What are the research questions? Then what are the data sets the people have used? What are the different methods? Okay. So now what we can do in terms of AI here. Okay. So see, if you can read this, they are saying that for CNN, okay, what is the work done by the existing research on this particular method for fake news detection? Okay. So with the help of Notebook LM, you can generate this paragraph also. And that is the last part of this session where I will show you how you can find out the themes related to your research topic and how you can directly generate this paragraph. So this is the last part of our session now. This is drafting. Okay, you can also write introduction section and all. I'm not sharing this now. Uh, see now, if you see this paper, okay, many of you may have already read implementation papers. Okay, so if you can see in implementation papers, um, related work section is always there, and in there you put the method and then the descriptions what people are talking about related to the method. Okay, so this you will understand only by reading the paper. Okay, but with help of AI I can generate this paragraph for me. So this is like speeding up my work. Okay. So first is you need to find out what are the themes. So this is theme: single model fake news detection, multi-model fake news detection. These are the themes, okay, related to fake news detection. And then for text features, what existing researchers are saying. Okay. So let us do this thing for my thing part. This is this prompt. It took me a lot of time to finalize this prompt. Okay. And this can be done only with people who have experience of doing literature review. Okay. So you need to have an idea. Okay. And then only you can write such type of prompt. You can also try it out now, everyone. System was unable to answer. I have reached the daily chat limit. Oh no. uh so this is problem of free account. Okay. uh, but I have just a minute. See, I have reached the limit. I cannot uh, chat more, okay, on this particular notebook. So I will switch to some other notebook. Just give me a minute. You may also have reached the limit. Anyone else has reached the limit? तो फ्री में हमेशा रहता है प्रॉब्लम. ओके, आ गया. जस्ट गिव मी a minute. Maybe I will not be able to. Hmm. Has anyone reached limit? Okay, I have reached the limit for that notebook, but my another notebook is working. Okay. See, array, mm, let me try. Okay. No, okay, it's not working. Okay, for me. So I will switch to my another account. Okay, 1 minute. I'm coming to my pro account. Okay. Uh, Here I'm putting the prompt. You may also got the आप लोगों को भी output आ गया होगा. Okay. So this is again fake news topic only. It will take some time. Uh, Did I pasted this? Students, I think many of you may be having Gemini Pro. Okay, so you can use Notebook LM with more features. So it will take some time. Anyone else, like, did you participants, have you tried with this prompt? Did you got the themes and the summary of work? Can anyone thumbs up? Anyone tried this prompt? You can see this is the output. I hope you can see this graph-based machine learning notebook, and you can see these are the themes, and the paragraph is also written. Okay, so for students, this may be nothing much exciting, but for faculties who have already written research papers, if you are able to get this output, you can relate with me. Uh, was a very time consuming part to do such things, but now With help of AI, I can do this very easily. Okay. So this prompt is for getting all the themes. Okay. And work done related to all the themes. Then there is one last prompt to be shared. Okay. With you all. And this prompt is for particular theme. Okay. Let me share this prompt with you all. Mhm. See, in this, what you need to do is you need to write. Uh, I'm sharing the prompt in the notebook. The screen, that screen is not visible. Okay. I have added the prompt in that Google Doc. Fine. So what you need to do is see what I'm doing here is in this prompt, I need to specify the theme. Okay. Uh, so here I'm selecting one of the theme. Okay. Okay. This is my theme. Fine. Now I'm pasting this prompt. Uh, I can expert. I can. So you can put the theme here. Okay. Category is like this. Okay. You should put the category like this. Okay. And then when you run this, it will give you the summary for that particular category only. Okay. So for students, okay, those who are, uh, let me share the screen again. Just 2 more minutes, then we will end for this session. For students, okay, specifically, what you need to do in terms of your uh, literature review report, okay, you should be able to write such type of paragraphs where you need to mention the theme, and then you should be able to write down the what work have been done related to that theme. Okay. And then you need to cite down the papers, the authors related to the work. Okay. So this thing can be automated, and as you can see now, uh, the output is generated. So for particular theme, so for this theme, my paragraphs is already written. Okay. So it tells me what are the work done. So they are saying that for this particular theme, there are different authors who have worked. They have used different architectures with different features, with different techniques, and these are the results of the work. Okay. So this is very important part of literature review. This is the last part of literature review where you're writing down your research work. Okay. So this is the tab is this. Okay. Anyone who has done this part now, theme wala, are you able to get the summary of the research which you want to do? Yes. So are you happy your work is done within 2 hours? The complete work related to your research is already completed, right? So that's it, I think, from my side. This notebook is there. Soon I will publish a blog regarding this. So I would request you all to use this prompt, but don't put this prompt on the internet, or don't share it with like on the internet, because then I won't be able to publish my works. Okay. Share it with your friends, no issue. Okay. Just keep it out of internet. Okay. What about AI score? Of course, this will be having AI score. Uh, but you can rephrase it, you can humanize it, you can use various AI tools for this, and it will be helpful for you to publish the paper. Okay. So you can email me at this. This is my email ID. Okay, for anyone who want to contact to me. Okay. I want to listen from faculties. Okay, what is your point of view if uh, related to this particular AI tool? Anything do you want to suggest? What can more be done by using this AI tool? Yes, the platform is open for all the faculties. If they want to comment anything related to this particular session of AI tool, I hope you all like the session. Just give a
Hello, excuse me, Neeraj sir.
give a thought.
Hello, am I audible? Neeraj sir?
uh, session.
Excuse me, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Once we reach with the notebook LM limit, then how we can connect the other notebook?
Ma'am. That is like you can switch to your different Gmail ID.
Whether it will be continue, means what are the work we
Uh,
done with the first notebook,
you
then
can
whether it
share
will.
this notebook. You can share this notebook in your another Gmail ID. We can share this notebook with anyone. Okay, and then in that Gmail ID you can continue with the work. I have not tried this, uh, but you can try this approach.
Okay.
Yeah, otherwise, we'll have to wait for a few hours, right? Maybe 12 hours or something?
Yeah, 12 hours. Maybe the next day it will be restarted.
Okay, sir.
Please give this poll, okay, for our record. 5 is high, okay, 1 is low. The rating for this session, okay, just for our records.
So will we be provided with certificate for this participation?
I will check it out. I am through this Google Meet. I already have email IDs of all of you. So we'll check it out with higher authorities regarding the certificate.
Okay, sir.
Hello, sir. What will be
Yes,
the limit of uploading PDFs in the Pro version?
50 source you can add. Okay.
Okay,
In free account. In pro account, you can add more than 50 source.
okay, great. Thank you.
And any type of content you can add. PDF, maybe PPT, whatever you want, you can add. Please, everyone, vote. Okay. And thank you all for joining. If any faculty you want to say anything related to what more can be done by using this AI tool, the platform is open for all of you. Or maybe students also, you can also recommend any
So where
idea
is the poll
which we
available?
can. Poll is there, ma'am, on the maybe I don't know. You can just search the poll part in this meeting tools. Maybe you can see the poll. Top, right top. Okay, right top. The poll is there.
Got it, sir. Found it. Done.
We will share this recording also with all the participants, and soon I will publish a blog regarding this thing. Also, I would be very happy if faculties from other departments can collaborate with me, so we can write prompts for different domains, because all my prompts are more specific to computer IT. So feel free to reach me out, and we can publish different blogs for different domains.
Sure, sir. I'll reach out to you, sir. I'm from PIMSR.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. So thank you everyone for joining. So next week also we will have another session related to AI tools by different faculties. We will share you the flyers and message soon with all of you. So thank you again for everyone for joining. I hope you like the session.